Love and Marriage Huntsville is back, y'all. Welcome to my channel, Tammy Talks here. If you are brand new, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video, and then hopping into the comment section so we can talk about everything that happened in this episode. So let's get started, y'all. This is Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 4, episode 1, Marceau Messy. So it starts off with Tisha and Marceau. They're out to dinner. And Marceau is talking about how he went to Africa by himself because he needed some alone time to decompress. That is the dumbest shit I have ever heard. So he's thanking Tisha for allowing him to go by himself on this trip. And she kind of feels away. She's like, because she's never been to Africa. So she thought it would have been nice for them both to take this trip together. And he was like, no, I needed to be alone and be in tune with myself and get away from everything. He's saying how because his phone didn't work, that it would be a better time for him to just break away and, be more in tune with himself, get his zen on. And I'm like, Marcel, that is such a crock of bullshit. I'm sorry, but that sounds sketchy to me. That sounds extremely sketchy and suspect to me. So you need to go all the way out to another continent to decompress. You can't go to Atlanta. You can't go up to Chicago or to, a cabin or something out in the woods. You have to go to a whole complete other continent. But okay. So, Tisha's like, is letting that go. She's agreeing with that. And I'm like, girl, you are stupid. Tisha's just as stupid as she was seasons 1, 2, and 3. She just is. So Marceau then says that on this trip, on this journey, he now starts to see that he values time over financial gain. So he said he works so much. Marceau is feeling like he works so much that he's like putting what he can make over the time that he can spend with his family. So because of that, he wants to get a chief of staff. Tisha said, what does that mean? So he wants to get an assistant, and Tisha was like, so what is going to be the gender? Marceau said it's not going to be a man. I don't even know why you would think of that. What's wrong with having a male assistant, Marceau? What would be wrong with having a male assistant? But okay. So Tisha said that he can have a woman, but he wants to have approval. She wants to have approval over how the woman looks. She doesn't want it to be a young woman. She wants it to be someone that's older and seasoned and that he won't be attracted to, basically. So Tisha pivots the conversation over towards Marceau posting that picture of the guy's trip to Atlanta. Now remember, that became a big thing because on the reunion, when they were talking about Martell having Ariane, who is the side chick baby mama, y'all call her Coleslaw, him having her on one of those trips to Atlanta, Maurice said he wasn't there. So Marceau, his own brother, decides to post a picture that proves that you were there, basically being like, yeah, my brother's a liar, but it is what it is. That's basically what I got from the picture. So Tisha said that because of that, she starts talking about Ariane. And she keeps wanting to bring up Ariane. And so then she starts talking about how everyone is saying that, Ariane was insinuating that they all were there cheating. You cheated. And then the conversation once again pivots to Marceau, having these kids. One thing I have noticed is that anytime Marceau brings up, or anytime anybody brings up to Marceau the thought or the rumor that he has outside children, it's not fun and games anymore. Now none of this is funny. He gets super serious. He damn near gets upset. If Marceau does have some other children out there, he is paying them women very, very well because they are not talking. They are not posting these kids. Nothing. Do I think that Marceau has some kids floating around? I don't know. I don't know, but the way that He thinks everything else is funny when it involves other people, but that particular rumor is a sore spot for him, is a little odd. So Tisha starts trying to gossip about Ariane, and Marcel kept telling her, stop it. Stop talking about this. You told me to tell you to pull back. When you're doing too much, you're doing too much. Like, he's getting mad because he doesn't want to talk about the conversation or the rumor that Ariane put out there that he not only cheated on her, but that he has kids, outside kids. So Tisha then starts trying to talk about Ariane's YouTube channel. So remember, she had like a YouTube, she started a YouTube, posted like a little video, and said that once she reached like 1,000 subscribers, she was gonna start posting more. Tisha's trying to repeat this, and Marcel was like doing everything but telling her to shut the hell up because one, he doesn't want to gossip on camera, and two, he wants to be very careful of what they talk about so that it doesn't come back around to him and more rumors and more secrets about him come out, right? So it's like, what is wrong with Tisha? What is wrong with Tisha? Then we get a commercial break with this awkward, cringe-worthy commercial with Tisha and Destiny doing like the hair care products. It was the most painful thing I have ever seen. I don't know why they didn't do a second or third take. I don't know why anybody told Tisha, good job, girl, because that was awful. That was awful. So we see Martell, he goes to Lewis's gym. Martell said he's been going through a lot mentally and emotionally, okay, with his family, and gym is self-care to him. He said that Melody is keeping the kids from talking to him on a daily basis. So remember on the reunion, Melody says she has 2 phones. Her personal phone, she does not give Martell access to. So she has a burner phone that he can use to call the kids. He said that Melody is turning off that phone when she doesn't want him to call and bother the kids. I can just imagine Martell knowing that them kids are with their mother, that they might be, sitting around watching a movie or doing something like that. I can see him calling that phone incessantly and getting on their nerves. So I mean, that's something they got to try to work out. But Martell, you have proven to be annoying AF. Does she call you incessantly when you have them kids? Because I feel like that would be the reason why she's turning off the phone. You're not giving the full story. So Lewis then thanks Martell for defending him and Tiffany at the reunion. So remember, they were Carlos asked, does anyone think that what are their names? Does anyone think that Lewis and Tiffany are like not being truthful about something, or they're hiding something that they didn't want on camera? And everybody off rip was like, yeah, they're not as transparent as they're claiming to be. And Martell said he just doesn't understand, why everybody has such an issue with them, And then they start talking about Marceau posting this picture. Lewis said he broke bro code. And Martell kind of explains it, and it's like, yeah, because you just kind of threw your own brother, under the bus. He's like, so that is now twice that Marceau has disappointed me and not cared about the family. I said, we didn't get too much Martell, and good, because Martell does a lot when he's on camera, a lot. So we have Kimmy, she's at home with her new dog Zeus, Maurice and Maurice Jr., glad they're not calling that little boy Monster anymore, at least not on camera. Jesus Christ. So they walk up, and Kimmy is saying how she loves dogs because dogs and children are the only two that would give somebody unconditional love. Maurice said husbands too, and Kimmy was like dogs and children. Okay? Pets and children. So I put Kimmy looks really pretty in her confessional. Her hair looks good. Her makeup looks good. Her outfit is cute because Tisha looks a mess. That velvet or velour or whatever that is supposed to be dress, that's not it. It's not flattering. We'll say that. It's not flattering at all. But Kimmy looks really, really pretty in her confessional. She brings up Marceau posting that picture as well. And Marisa say Marceau was just trying to be funny. He's trying to brush it off. He said that it's just a bunch of accusations and rumors. Kimmy said, what part of that was supposed to be funny? I would like to know. Kimmy is not playing. She wants to know what part of that was funny. Tell her. And she is not smiling. She's not joking. She is dead ass serious when she is talking to Maurice about this. So Kimmy said, I don't beat around the bush. I like to be very direct. She said, did you sleep with a linebacker up there? Marcel won't say, sorry, Maurice won't say yes or no. He's like, are you really asking me that? And if it's one thing that I cannot stand is if I'm asking you a question for you to ask me, am I really asking you? Didn't you hear it come out of my mouth? Didn't you hear it come out of my mouth? Because, why? It's a very simple yes or no answer. Did you or did you not? So he starts talking in circles, and Kimmy is like, I don't care about all that. I don't care how it looks. I don't care about any of this extra story that you want to put out. It's a very simple yes or no. Maurice eventually says no. Kimmy said, do you understand that you being in that picture could mean that you condone Martel's behavior? Maurice, why did you even lie about it? I guess that's what I don't understand. Maybe because he didn't think that his own brother would throw him under the bus, because Martell certainly never said anything. But it was just very weird to me that he lied about it anyways. So Kimmy said that they need to start saying, him and Marceau need to stop saying they don't care about stuff as much. Because, Marceau and Maurice are very good for saying, I don't care about that. Stuff like that. I don't care what other people think. I don't care what those other strangers think. And Kimmy is like, y'all need to start thinking about that type of stuff, because even though you guys feel like it doesn't matter to you and you don't care about it, it's affecting other people and it's making it worse for them, which is very true. Very true. So Kimmy is saying that Marceau does these things and then they end up affecting Tisha. Maurice takes his opportunity to get himself out of the doghouse and is like, oh, as a big sister, you should reach out to her. If you think that this is causing her to spiral, you should reach out. Kimmy said, okay, whatever I got between me and T, that's handled. Don't need you to worry about that. She's like, but what I need you to do is to stay focused on what I'm talking about. You and Marceau need to stop talking about things and say that you guys don't care, and you need to start caring. Maurice gaslights Kimmy. He gaslights the fuck out of her. I said it on Twitter. I've been saying it since season 2 and I've been watching it. Maurice is not even, I won't even say he's a smooth talker. He just talks so much and in circles that he is gaslighting her. Stop playing Kimmy for a fool. Kimmy is the most mature, seemingly emotionally intelligent person on this show. Stop playing with her. You're doing the most. Either you slept with the woman or you didn't. And Maurice is like, well, anybody that knows me knows that that's how. Kimmy said, I don't care what the woman looked like. Don't care what she looks like. It's a very simple question. So Destiny is recording a single. Tisha comes in the studio dancing off beat. I'm like, how hard is it to catch the beat right now, Tisha? Comes in dancing off beat. Destiny and Tisha are apparently best friends now. So Destiny is talking to Tisha about how after her divorce, she had to resort to public assistance to help, dig herself out of the hole to make ends meet. So she was blowing through her savings, blowing through her 401k, just trying to survive. She went from taking care of her father to her father lending her money. So when you were having all these parties and going on these trips and all this other stuff, you were doing that off of government assistance? That's not okay. Priorities. So Destiny mentions how she has played the song for some of her friends. She said not everybody, because she hasn't spoken to everybody. She mentions that she has not spoke to Melody. And Tisha would say, well, I figure y'all are both newly divorced. Y'all are both into music. I thought y'all would be bonding. So because they're divorced, Tisha thinks that they should be bonding. Tisha is slow. So Destiny said that no, because Destiny says no because Melody was initially upset that Tisha and Destiny were talking about her. Now this is what confused me. Apparently Tisha and Destiny, after the reunion in LA, Destiny and in Melody's room were next to each other, right? They were in Destiny's room, her and Tisha, recapping the reunion, talking about different things. Tisha repeating what Destiny didn't hear, Destiny repeating what Tisha didn't hear. And they said that Melody must have been in the hallway listening. Whether she was in the hallway or not, y'all were talking loud. So they're in turn upset that she's mad that she heard them talking about her. That makes absolutely no sense, y'all. That makes absolutely no sense. So Destiny said she talked to Melody, and Melody said that she was more upset that that Destiny was talking to her enemy, referring to Tisha as the enemy. Tisha is confused and was like, I thought we were cool. After what we saw in the reunion, why would y'all be cool? So I'm telling y'all, something is wrong with Tisha, y'all. Why would y'all be cool based on what we all just saw in that reunion? But okay, girl. So Destiny said that real women have conversations and they address things and they move on from it. Tisha sits there and nods her head like she agrees. As if Tisha has ever addressed something head on and then moved on from it. I'm a very firm believer in having adult conversations. If somebody has done something to you, like somebody has done something to me, I will let you know. I'll address it. You got me fucked up. I'll let them know what you did was foul, whatever. If you are not able to have a conversation with me about that so we can move past it, it basically just means that you don't respect me not only as a person, but you don't respect me as a friend. So we don't need to be friends. That's just how I feel about that. That is the same scenario. If you cannot respect somebody as a person enough to have an adult conversation with them, to hash out whatever the issue is, to get to the bottom of whatever is going on, then y'all are not as cool as you claim to be. Y'all are not friends. That's just how that's how I live. So we then have Melody and Kimmy. They're taking a charcuterie board class. And Kimmy tells Mel that she got a dog, said it's helping her with her disposition as of late. Melody was very, oh my God. Oh, a dog. It's like, Melody, okay, girl. You doing a lot. You're doing a lot right now. So Melody said that she wanted to reach out to Kimmy and when everything was going on because Kimmy has always texted her and reached out to her when, something has involved her being all up and through the blogs. So she wanted to reach out, extend the same courtesy and grace to her that, Kimmy has done to her numerous times before in the past. So she asked her, or Kimmy said that she asked Maurice what happened, point blank period. And he told her that nothing happened, and she said she believes her husband. In the confessional, Destiny said that she believed her husband too, but to follow your intuition on what the situation was. Kimmy said cheating is a deal breaker to her, but they were not married at the time. So because they were not married, there is a certain level of trust and commitment that is to be understood and shared. But it's a whole different level when we are legally bound together and we're exchanging vows and rings and all that other type of stuff. So she said if it were to be something that came out that he has cheated on her after they got married, that would be something different that she would need to address, and she doesn't know how she would do that just yet. So she then brings up Tisha, like, I don't know how this is going with Tisha. Melody then asks, like, yeah, how is she? How's everything with that? So Melody was cool. Kimmy said what Tisha said, she has not read the comments. So Melody rolls her eyes, her entire mood, energy, disposition, whatever you want to call it, her aura changed in that moment. And she said because she is so tired of Tisha acting like she don't read stuff and like she don't be in the comments, because she was sure enough in the comments replying to other stuff, and she has seen her do it. So she said that she overheard Tisha and Destiny talking about her. Their rooms were together. They share a wall. That's how loud they were talking. She heard very loud. Well, Melody is a Scorpion. So she said she walked down the hall, knocked on their door, and said, y'all might want to lower your voices, okay? Because the entire hallway can hear your conversation. She said the next day, Destiny apologized to her. They went to breakfast. But Mel said that she's just kind of over it because she only really gives you, 2 chances. And that's too many to be clowning on her like that. So she tells Kimmy she's having a sleepover pajama party. She's going to order black pajamas for everybody. She wants her to come. Kimmy said absolutely she'll be there. She then said, now everybody ain't invited. I don't want you going around talking about it to other people because Destiny and Tisha are not invited. Kimmy asked why. Kimmy, she just told you why they can't come. They were just talking about her. I love Kimmy, but Kimmy, okay? So Kimmy was like, so who's coming? And Melody said, my friends. Kimmy said, who is that? She said, is there anybody that I know that will be there? She was like, Tiffany. And that was kind of all right. If you say Tiffany, Tiffany's coming. So then the final scene are the Scott brothers, Marceau and Maurice, are over their brother Micah's house. Micah wants to get the brothers together because he knows that Maurice is upset with Marceau. Marceau thinks that Maurice is only mad because Kimmy made a big deal about it and because their other brother made a big deal about it. He said that Maurice probably thought it was funny. All right. So flat out, they sit down. Kimmy gets right with the shits. She asks Marceau what was up with the post. Marceau said he didn't think about the magnitude of the picture. He just thought it would be something funny. So Kimmy questions, how didn't you think that picture would associate Maurice not only being there, but Maurice trying to cover up the fact that he was cheating? And then she kind of wonders, like, why doesn't he get that his actions affect Tisha? And how, all these different things turn around on her. She gets caught in the crosshairs. So Maurice asks Tisha, how does she feel about the comments? Is she affected by them? Tisha lies and says, I'm not affected by the comments. I just pick and choose when I read them based on my mood. If I'm in a good mood, I'll look at some. If I'm in a bad mood, I won't. They was like, that is absolutely you being affected by the comments. Tisha may have brain smarts, but everything else is just kind of like, I feel like that's what's constantly going on in her head. So Marceau said he thought the post was funny. And he thought that the most that would happen is that Maurice would be just, people would think that Maurice was just being complicit. Maurice then flips it and says, okay, so what if I were to, you had 2 babies last year, according to the rumors. What if I were to post a picture with a crib or something like that? And as usual, Marceau, because that's not funny. That's hitting below the belt. Is it? Why is it different? Why is it okay for you to make light of and make fun of everybody else, but when somebody makes fun of this particular rumor, this one specific rumor, somebody makes fun of that, then you have an issue with that. That's not funny. You get mad about that. So Maurice said the picture did not help anything. Didn't help anything, right? So Marceau was like, so you want to be a humanitarian? What difference does it make? Marceau is the epitome of a person who just is going to do anything he can to get people off of his back. He doesn't care. He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about Tisha. He doesn't care about Tisha. And we see that, one, by the way that he talks to her, and 2, the fact that Tisha is allowing this man to not only talk to her like this, but to constantly disrespect her, to divert questions away from her, and to gaslight her every day. But she likes to say, we don't know what goes on in your marriage. If it looks anything like what happens on TV, or even worse, girl, I feel even sorrier for you. This is unsettling, Tisha. Let me know how you guys felt about tonight's episode. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.